I need to get some rest, but I need your seed.
Why?
Well, to sleep with it.
And as you fall, Enwin is still on his feet. The rest of you fall and break all of the tables inside of the Cheshire Club. To which Bo goes, "Come on!"
Best day ever!
Group, though. He would work with the group because he likes Cass, and that would just be really, really awkward on the battlefield.
What?
I don't think that's an awkward. Perfect person to protect Cass. I
Wait,
like
what?
it. Let's go.
I'm still
I
here.
don't need protection.
I'm still here.
I know you are, sweetie.
Chris,
It's okay.
shh. The adults are talking. Shh.
Oh, all
One
right.
second, buddy.
I like it. I'm gonna. What did
Chris
you think
likes
of
Cass?
I like.
What have you been?
Ibs was a little pretentious.
This was
And
my
for
favorite.
me.
I like Bob.
Thanks, Perry.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Are you gonna leave?
Yeah, the crew needs me.
You go, and I'm gonna stay right here.
Oh my God.
And he nods his head. And he nods his head and walks you over to the door. Just sort of opens the door.
Oh man.
There was mouth stuff poison. Oh yeah.
No smell stuff.
That came out wrong. Sorry.
Sorry. I could not laugh.
That person has died, Ryan. A little decorum,
Death
please.
due to mouth stuff. Come on. Get over it.
I'll go home
Smack
now.
him across the face. I'm like, wake up.
All right, you smack Ryan across the We're set up in these stands or floating above the water. Have never seen a ship cross the finish line, but first. And they all watch as the first thing they see is Monkey C. Written along the side of the ship, crossing and backwards. And you have crossed the finish line. Congratulations, crew. You have won the first high lock race for the briefest of seconds. Let them be. Let them love and hurt and change and tell stories and die fighting and pouring drinks and doing the right thing even though it hurts. Just let them be. We can give them that. What's going on, Indigo Chameleon audience? It's me, your good buddy Scribe, here to remind you of the fun ways that you can interact here on Indigo Chameleon, even when we're not streaming. One, we've got an amazing Discord. Come and hang out with us. We would love to have you there. You can find some inspiration if you need it. There's memes. There's even like fun ways for you to be like the first ones to know when we're looking for players for a remote one-shot or a one-shot located here at Indigo Chameleon Studios. So please come and hang out with us on the Discord. We would love to have you. We also have a merch store. Yeah, it's a chance for you, the dear viewer, to help us represent the brand a little bit. There's t-shirts, there's mugs, there's prints, there's shower curtains. So I hear one day you will be mine, shower curtain. So yeah, thank you so much for all your support. And as always, there's always a spot here at the table for you. You are the 7th player at this spot. You can use stream points by clicking that little karma right at the bottom of your screen, right where the chat is, one of those sides. You can do that and earn stream points. Every time you tune in, you help us raid, you spread the word, donate bits. That, well, I don't know about spreading the word, it'd be hard to track that, but all of those other things will help you earn stream points that you can use to help your players when they need it the most. Thank you all so much for all your support. Let's turn on these mics. Hello, everybody! Welcome. It is Thursday night. It is time for a little Dungeons and Dragons here on Indigo Chameleon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, a big hello to everybody in the chat. Nina Tolstoy, Wolfgren D&D. Hey, wait a minute. Maysay, Admiral Slaymore, the newly appointed Admiral, Hellspawn, Undead Rider, everybody. I probably missed a few as well. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. As that handsome guy said not too long ago, we have a Discord. Come and hang out with us there and find cool stuff like inspiration and memes and magical items and all sorts of nifty stuff like that. Did I just use the word nifty? I sure did. That we also have a merch store with mugs and shower curtains, which I now own one. It's amazing. I just will randomly walk into rooms and just stand there holding the shower curtain. It's very awkward, but I love it. So thank you so much to the individuals that worked together to get me that. I still don't know who it is, but it's probably best for your safety. Upcoming schedule for this week. We got a lot of great stuff. Tomorrow night, we have a one-shot. And man, am I a masochist, because this is a level 20 one-shot. They are of the god kind. And you'll get to see some heroes from Indigo Chameleon past and present and possibly future rocking the level 20, which is like amazing powers and abilities and things of that sort, with some pretty legendary items thrown into the mix as well. So tune in tomorrow night to see the awesomeness. It's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a Tarrasque on a leash. Enough said. Yeah, I know. It's going to get weird, gang. But so tune in for that on Friday. We don't have anything going on this weekend. However, you can tune in to all sorts of stuff coming up this weekend. Wolf Grin, do you have any streams this weekend?
Why, yes. Yes, I do. And you know I do. We've got a competition going, the Scribe and I, a 90-day Beat Saber weight loss challenge. And tomorrow will be day 26 for me on that challenge, doing pretty good. Also on Saturday, since getting to affiliate, we are doing a 5-hour stream on Saturday from 10 o'clock Mountain, which is going to be noon Eastern, and I'm not promising it's going to be me the full 5 hours. We might have a couple guest stars coming in to spell me a bit. Somebody sometime tells me that he found the movie Shrek set to Beat Saber.
The entire movie?
The entire movie Shrek. I have no idea. But, and if I can just plug this real quick, if I were to get to 100 followers this Saturday, then on Sunday I will be debuting my new Couch Potato Jedi outfit, which please do not come and support me because I don't want to debut this outfit.
This reverse psychology is working on me. Please go support Wolf Grin. AKV, do you have any streams going on this weekend?
That is still up in the air at the moment. If we do, they will be at 9:30 Eastern, either Friday night or Saturday night, and we might do a Sunday fun day. We're thinking about it.
Awesome. Two amazing content creators. I highly encourage everybody in the chat to spread the word and go and watch the amazing, wonderful things that they create. So yes, that's for this weekend. We don't have anything going on. We're definitely going to pop into the Indigo Lounge. It's a special lounge for our subscribers on the Discord, and hang out there and talk and just kind of talk about what's going on. I'm actually going to be populating the world of Wildmount on Sunday. So I'm going to encourage people to tune in so we can fill out some innkeepers and NPCs and things of that sort. So tune in for that on Sunday, just over in our Discord. On Tuesday, we have a continuation of our evil campaign set in Florida. Because that's where you should set evil campaigns. But it's set in Lake County. It's got trailer parks and alligators and monster trucks, and it's pretty fun stuff. And that's on Tuesday. And that'll cycle us back around to Thursday. I think that's it for announcements. Anybody have anything else they want to plug? Anything they want to talk about? No? All right. Once upon a time.
Sorry.
There were two people typing simultaneously and should probably be coordinating this because it's like the scene in Noises Off where two people walk out in the same costume and start walking on the stage for all you theater people. Once upon a time in the Lost Isle, The group found themselves in a precarious situation as a gang of werewolves descended upon the town of Beth's Basin. Due to a misunderstanding by a couple of the different parties that were there, the crew from the Lost Isle had a couple of things happen all at once. The large rock at the center of town turned out to be a prison of sorts, or a holding cell for a great primordial spirit called the Alpha, which was a spirit wolf that was being held. This wolf was a conduit for power and pain from a group of individuals that had channeled a lot of energy into this primordial celestial spirit. The group managed to come to blows a little bit with a group of individuals that identified themselves as one, Benny's long estranged father, who Benny thought to be dead, and two, to be representatives of Sky, a group created by a governmental society sent to get rid of monsters, and a la Supernatural, save people, hunt things. And so the group came to an understanding through some clever use of magic by Benny's grandmother and Kiara taking on a bit of the pain involved therein. A wall of fire was put up around the entire town. Unfortunately, the group suffered a casualty when Turk's long companion, Wolf Garin, the white wolf that has followed him to the afterlife and beyond, was thrown into the fire. Killing him. Luckily, there was a little help from an outside source, a bit of chaotic magic ensued, and Wolfgarin was reborn in the terms of a small kitten that was indestructible and filled with wild magic surges. We now take you outside of Beth's Basin. That's exactly where we are going to pick up. Oh, hey, what's up, little Chesh? Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, hello. Best prop work ever. We now take you outside of Beth's Basin. Heroes, little Chesh is sitting atop of Turk's shoulder, looking suitably adorable. What would you like to do?
Stare at it. Oh my gosh, yes! I can't, my brain doesn't.
Can I do that as a free action, or do I have to take a whole action to do this? Because, like, I don't care. I'm gonna burn it.
Staring at a kitten is always a free action. And because the kitten, oh my gosh, all the squeaks. You all are outside, and I want to paint a little bit more of a picture for you, okay? Right now, you guys are all gathered outside of the apothecary / doctor's office where you were previously located. The celestial wolf, the Alpha, is surrounded by a magical circle where the hairy gnome dwarf-looking guy is outside the circle smoking a pipe, and he's sitting next to the elven foresty-looking girl. Okay. They're sitting out next to it. Benny's father is smoking a cigarette, leaned up against a post, and just sort of looking at the scene while all of you are gathered around having just seen what happened to Wolf Garin. But yeah, that's where we're going to pick up. It's late. Some of you are hurt. Some of you are damaged and need spell slots. So what would you like to do, heroes?
Cass is frustrated after the conversation that just ended between her and Cheshire. And she's feeling kind of empty and a little bit used, and is frustrated that that Cheshire took her non-answer as an excuse to change Wolf entirely, and is going to probably either pout, stomp off, or the combination of the two.
She's going to pout, stomp off.
Just a couple
Just
steps.
to be clear, Wolf has no idea any of this went on, correct?
Turk has no idea.
I mean, Turk, thank you.
That was all in my head.
Turk is in a very dazed and befuddled state at the moment. His biggest desire is to get out on the road and go hunting, but he's got this little ball of fluff and isn't quite sure. His synapses aren't totally completely firing. In fact, he's probably going to be heading down to the bar for a bit.
Okay. While this is happening, you notice that as Turk goes towards the bar and Cass goes over to the, just takes a few steps off to pout and stomp her feet and go into her sad space. There is a bit of commotion as you realize that this wolf is out in the open. So as soon as people start coming out of the bar, it's going to be a bit of a problem. And I think Benny, your father, would notice that as well, and head over towards where the wolf is and start having a conversation with two of his partners.
There's no like big buildings in town where we could like hide it or anything. Like there is no moving it anywhere, right?
Give me an intelligence check, Benny. You know this town like the back of your hand. Give me an intelligence check at advantage. You know what I mean? You've done a lot of repairs and stuff like that.
I rolled the exact same number both times.
Okay.
And what's my intelligence? It is a 5.
It is a 5. Buddy, unfortunately, you don't know any place that's going to be big enough to accommodate this bad boy. Best guess for you is maybe set up alongside one of the backs of the buildings. You know what I mean? Where there's a little overhang, maybe maybe the stables.
Okay.
In fact, everybody could probably sleep outside. You know, stables if they don't mind sleeping close to this thing.
How many people have come out of the bar so far?
So far, nobody yet. Your bartender that you conscripted into service is doing a very good job of keeping everybody inside the bar.
I'm so proud of him. Okay. So Benny's just gonna come in and kind of like assess the situation. Just be like, now, I know we're all... He doesn't really know what just happened. So he's like, I know things are a bit sensitive right now, but I think that we can't have this thing out here forever. We need to get it hidden somewhere because, I mean, I got him to hold some people in there for some time, but eventually someone's going to weasel him out there. So I know y'all can do things. Does anybody have anything that they could help move a giant dog?
Is the wolf small enough to fit in the jail?
You haven't been inside the jail yet, but with her saying that, Benny, you realize that the jail cells probably is the only place big enough to put this thing.
Did you ask that out loud?
Yeah.
We could try. He might not like it, but I think it would do the job.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Well, it's been locked away for a very long time, and I think putting it behind bars might piss it off.
Okay, so we don't lock the jail. We just give him a place to sleep, but a place that we can lock up if we need to. We give him a nice bowl of kibble or whatever you give werewolf, and then, you know, we all have a place that we can maybe get some rest, because that's what we really need right now.
Perhaps we could go ask some of the new friends that people seem to have made if they could create an illusion of some kind to hide all of us in. If only we had a spell that could do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could do that.
I don't know if she's looking specifically at you. I think she may be looking at, she could be looking at.
I'm kind of like looking off.
I can create my little hut. I mean, I'd be happy to do that. I just didn't know if we all were wanting to pack in together with said werewolf, or if we were looking for a place.
Not a werewolf.
I mean, wolf. Said wolf. Yeah. I didn't know it. Yeah, I did. I was. Yeah.
Benny,
a lot's happened in the past couple days.
Benny, what's your dad's name?
I have it. It's Mateo. That's what it is.
Mateo is going to come over to you. You see the resemblance to Benny almost immediately as Mateo comes over and says, we're going to take care of the alpha. The little one can go over to the Feywild, and she's going to run with him until tomorrow morning, and at which case they'll appear right back here. So for the night, at least, the Alpha's going to be taken care of. But he has no desire to run there permanently, much to our chagrin. But for the time being, at least for the night, he's going to be taken care of.
He deserves to run.
He does. The girl is going to go over to the circle and put a hand out, and just like that, the short squat man is going to kick his feet forward and breaking the magic circle, and the girl and the wolf are going to disappear from sight.
What's his name? Did we get his name? I feel like he had a name and we got it last session, but I don't remember what it was.
And
Throw Alpha, spirit of all wolves.
Oh no, I meant the small hairy man.
A small hairy man.
That's okay. That's all right. You can ask him next time. Mega Beef, what up? His name was dropped one time. That's a mystery Mouscatool. You can use that later.
I don't have anything.
Mateo is going to look at you all and say, y'all got a place to sleep tonight? Are you staying at the tavern?
We got here mere hours before all of this nonsense went down. So, no, we don't even know where we're staying.
All right. We're going to camp a little ways outside of town. We'll get a campfire going and a little bit of a shelter. Me and Shell are going to be just fine. He goes, Benny, if you got a second before you settle down for the night, and all of y'all, if any of y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask. But we'll be right on the outskirts of town. You're welcome to camp with us, and we'll keep an eye on things, or you're welcome to set up in the saloon. I know they got a few beds for out-of-towners. They also got company too, if you wanna buy a little bit of company. He'll nod at you all, and then head off a little ways away from the area, and just sort of walk as the sun's beginning to set a little ways outside of town. You see him start to set up a camp with Shell.
I'm still over by Turk, right?
Turk left. Turk's drinking.
Okay. So he just okay.
Well,
At this
point, Cass probably would have gone to follow him as well, feeling pretty
because
responsible.
I was planning to talk to him and then talk to Cass. So I guess if they left, I'll follow them as soon as I'm able to follow them.
Okay. Yeah. Turk and Cass are going to head over towards the saloon, and Texas is not too far behind. Kiara and William, what will you be doing during this time? Not everybody at once.
I thought she was about to say something, so I didn't want to interrupt her. Okay. So did the connection with Lina drop, or is that
the connection with Lina did drop.
Okay.
With the circle being around it and being out of the vicinity, Lina is asleep on the ground, not too far away from where she was set up on all fours.
All right, I will take a blanket out to her then.
Okay.
And just cover up where she's at.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to head back inside, I guess.
Head towards the saloon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
Benny's probably gonna watch everyone like peel off one by one before he gathers the strength to start walking slowly, hands in his pockets, to where his dad's camped.
Sure. Would you motion towards Kiara, or would you ask for company, or would you just kind of like, I got to do this by myself, like?
Yeah, he's doing this personal.
Yeah.
On his own.
Benny's gonna head off towards his dad and Shell. Kiara, what are you doing?
I will watch until Benny is in the camp, and then I'll turn to go inside and find my teammates.
Let's head back inside the saloon. The saloon is a-jumping. You see the bartender, as fast as those little hands can go, pouring drinks and fixing food and singing songs, and just the place looks happy and filled with people. But as you all walk in, there is a slumping movement, and he just kind of collapses in a heap. behind the bar, finally stopping moving for the first time in a while. As people start to see this, that the free drinks are kind of stopped and he's starting to slow down, people start to head outside to gather up the water and things like that, bring that water to the various shops and areas, bring the water containers in.
How many of them did I get knocked over?
You got quite a few knocked over, much to the groans and anger that you hear from outside, as people are kind of looking about, trying to figure out who knocked over the containers of water, but not knowing who did that. So, cool. Yeah, you guys are in there.
The inn is above the saloon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Place?
There's a second floor. So first floor is a little saloon with singing and bars and traditional Wild West saloon. But if anybody wants to go to the now exhausted barkeep, he could probably hook you up with some rooms. But for
Turk would have done going in. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
He would have actually gone to the barkeep and asked if he had a cup of milk.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have any milk?
Milk? No.
And I kind of point towards the kitten.
Oh God, that's real cute. No. I mean, oh God. I don't think I have milk, but let me go talk to somebody real quick. You mind watching the bar for me?
Sure.
He's gonna grab your face and he's gonna be like, "Don't touch the pickles. You promised me."
Scout's honor, no touching.
All right. And he runs out, and as he does, he's like, "Ted, you got any goat's milk?" And he just walks out for a second behind the bar, leaving the bar.
Back there and see if I can find a bottle of whiskey while I'm back there.
Buddy, it's the one thing you don't have to make a roll to find. They got plenty of whiskey here, and you pour yourself a good-sized drink. As everybody walks into the bar, you'll see Turk behind it as the bartender leaves, and people sitting up around the bar and grabbing tables, grabbing drinks.
Cass is going to end up getting in there first and is going to walk up to the bar. Hey, buddy, you need some help?
A glass out and pour her a glass as well.
Oh, is that how tonight's gonna go? Okay.
Then he looks at her and reaches up and takes his hat off his head and puts it on the counter.
Oh, dear. Honey, no, put it back on. Wait, no. Leave it off. That's fine. I'm drinking with you. Do you need help back there?
I think I can cover it unless you want to come back here. I see no reason.
Okay. I'll come back anyway.
Sure.
And
Cass heads behind the bar, and her and Wolf her and Turk are impromptu bartenders. Texas, you'd come in, followed kind of behind by William and Kiara, who head into the saloon.
As each one, and I'll be throwing a glass up on the bar.
Sure. Much to your happiness, there's a little, or not happiness, Turk starts serving whiskey to people, pouring some in glasses and handing them out. And as he does, a bedraggled bartender is going to come in with a little bowl of goat's milk that he managed to procure and put it on the bar, much to the happiness of a small kitten, which jumps off of Turk's shoulder and heads over to the small bowl of goat's milk and begins to lap it up hungrily.
As he comes back in, I'm actually going to pick up both the bowl and the small kitten and the bottle of whiskey, and I'm heading over to a table.
Cool. Kiara.
I'm going to have so many words with him. Kiara is going to see that the bartender needs a little pick-me-up, and she's going to go over and just nicely pat him on the shoulder and tell him he's doing a great job and cast greater restoration on him so that he can feel better, because I feel like he's had a rough go.
He has had a rough go, and as he looks at you and he kind of just smiles a little bit and says, thank you so much. No, I would really love a hug. You're just like the biggest person I've ever seen. And he gives you a little hug, and he just kind of like And as you're hugging him, you hear him just start snoring, like mid hug, as he just falls asleep, feeling comfortable and taken care of and well rested. Like he falls asleep.
What time of the afternoon is it? Night, day?
It's late evening, so it's past sunset as the moon is out and it's dark outside. We'll say it's about 8 p.m.
Okay, and he's the only person that works at this bar, this saloon, right?
Absolutely. There was a woman that was helping serve drinks, so she is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
Just Cass at the moment.
Yeah.
What do y'all say we help him out and close down the bar early tonight?
Well, it looks like he could get some sleep.
So yeah.
Is there a bell anywhere?
Yeah. Give me a perception check, Cass. You're looking for a bell.
I was just gonna shout.
No, we gotta do this proper like.
Okay.
Texas, we gotta do it proper like.
Give me perception.
You don't think just shouting the bar's closed is proper like here?
That is an 8 plus 4. That's a 12.
Yeah. You know what? You find a bell off in the corner.
Is it a pretty big one? Like it's a last call bell?
Pretty big.
All right, then Cass is gonna walk over to it and grab the clapper.
As you grab the rope, it falls out, and you realize there's no clapper. That it was decorative. Like the rope is attached to like.
Okay, well, let's find something metal in our inventories and slam it up against that beast.
How about this? And she's going to Kiara's going to set the bartender down, and she's going to pull a whistle, which I cannot do personally, I'm sorry. But she will use Druidcraft if she has to enhance said whistle to be a little bit louder. And just last call.
Okay. You realize, as you call last call, these folks have been drinking nonstop for the past 30 to 45 minutes. So those that hear you just sort of stumbling out of the bar, the other ones are just asleep at random like places around the bar. But it's the kind of response that you'd expect, because there's been free drinks at the saloon for a while.
That's fair.
All right, y'all, bar's closed. Make your way on out. I'll help you if I need to.
Yep. The majority of the folks get up. The ones that aren't getting up are not getting up until tomorrow morning.
Is there an empty barrel in here anywhere?
Sure. Yes.
Cool. Cass is gonna cast Call Rain and focus the effect of the spell into the barrel.
Call Rain. I am not familiar with this spell. What level spell is Call Rain?
Uh-oh. Is this one of the... dang it. Hold on. I might need to reference an old Discord message. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and ignore that for now.
Okay.
Keep moving with the scene, because...
I can create or destroy water. If you have that one, that would work too. Because I think it's 50 or 10 gallons, so that would be...
That was the intent, but I think that might have been the ones that we excluded.
Call Rain is a 3.5 spell.
It's in Beyond. I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
So,
that's weird.
I think it's one of the ones that we wiped out because it's weird. Yeah, it is. So, let's see if I've got the other one that I intended to pick but didn't. I don't. So, yeah, go ahead, Kiara.
All right. When I'm assuming Cass will tell me what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
And I will, if there's an empty barrel or something, I will create water, 10 gallons of clean water.
Okay. Yeah. You've got 10 gallons of clean water in various barrels inside the bar.
There it is.
Bartender's asleep, right?
Bartender's asleep.
I'm going to look for room keys. I'm just going to get him, and I will give him plenty of money tomorrow. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'll say behind the bar there's 3 rooms, 3 room keys that you can find. It's not going to be the best place y'all ever stayed before in your life, but it's 3 rooms, beds, 3 hots and a cot, upstairs. But each one is marked with rooms 1, 2, and 3. Sort of no frills. And yeah, you just say that you're going to pay him in the morning.
I got 3 room keys. Who wants them? How are we bunking?
I'm actually
Wolf
gonna
is just
stay out
sitting in the
here.
corner of the table right now and just looking at this kitten. And
Kitten's running around, and Turk's just kind of there, and nobody really responds to who wants keys or.
All right, I'm going to go over to Turk then with one of the keys
Okay.
and say, listen, you had the worst days, but you got a little one who needs you right now, and she's going to be a lot safer, or I haven't checked, in a more protected space. I think you should go up, and I think you should try to get some rest, and I think you should take care of that little wee one.
I'll take the key. He'll take the key, and I'll head up in a bit.
Are most of the patrons gone at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then Cass is gonna abandon the bar and sit across from Turk.
Okay. Benny, let's cut back to you. You go outside. Your dad's name was, what was it, Mateo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mateo's sitting there, and he goes, and he doesn't really say much as you kind of walk up to the circle, sit down at the fire, and he goes, you here to yell at me?
Never been much for yelling, but I guess you wouldn't know that, would you?
No, I guess I would not.
Was thinking of asking you how it all started, when you just decided to do what you did, but I don't know if I want to know. Because then I'll have to know, and Mama, Jonathan, Adam, Daniel, none of them are going to know. So I guess just tell me what's going on.
What do you want from me, Benjamin? Well, you want me to say it? Okay, I'll say it. Fighting against monsters that live under your bed was less scary to me than being a father. Being responsible for people in this world, me going off and traveling, I was never much for sitting at home with apron strings, herding cattle, getting a job. Maybe in my mind I was able to justify it because I could convince myself that I was doing right by you and your brothers. I was doing right by you and your mom. Because I was making the world a better place and protecting it. But I'm not going to lie to you, Benny. I'm not going to apologize for my decisions. I am happy with what I have done for this world. I have served a greater purpose. You want me to apologize? That ain't me, Benjamin.
Well, I guess I don't know who you are neither, you know? They always told me stories about everything you did before, and I always thought I wanted to be like you, but I don't think that's the truth anymore. I don't think I'm the person I am because of you. I think in spite of what you did, I am the person I am.
Maybe that's for the best, Benny.
He's just gonna sigh and look into the fire. I don't know. Mama didn't prepare me for this. How could she? So I guess I'll never see you again after it's all said and done. It's gonna flock off.
He sits down next to you, or like he kind of scoots over on the little spot that he's sitting, and he kind of pats the ground next to him, and just offers you a seat next to him as you guys look at the fire together. I'm gonna say, we're gonna cut back to the other group. If you have a conversation, if there's a player that you want to talk to, if there's something you guys want to share, you can do that, or we can jump in a long rest territory. But if there's a conversation you need to have, now would be the time to do it.
I just want to check in on Cass because she was so upset.
Yeah, Cass is behind the bar. You could head up to the bar before she leaves.
Turk at this point.
All right. Yeah, then Turk, Cass are sitting both at the same table. Kiara and William, are you sitting at the same table too?
No, I'm sitting off in a corner.
Sitting off in a corner.
I would
Yep.
join them.
Yep.
With a glass.
Yeah.
Cassie, okay?
Yes, and before no. But yeah.
All right, so
Before I
physically
start,
okay, but not emotionally okay.
Before I tell you though, Cass is gonna cup her mouth and like yell out for William and like give us attention and like, get your ass over here.
I would, but I need some quiet time. So
William,
I'm okay.
do you need to message
Okay.
me what you're doing right now?
No.
Are
Do
you
I?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Are you doing something in game?
No. Just yeah. My character is pondering the information that he gleaned. This. Yeah. It's pretty horrific.
Yeah. It's rough. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
the only other person that might know that would obviously be Kiara. So
Yeah.
And she's drinking.
yeah. So I'm out.
Okay, well Cass will wave it away and try and remember to catch him up later. But I was gonna pour a couple fingers of whiskey into each of the glasses on the table and then keep the bottle and take a swig out of it and then pass it to Turk and start and tell them that so as Wolf, she's gonna reach out and grab Turk's hand. As Wolf left, I tried to find him and I couldn't. And the same voice that came before we went to sing karaoke and before you guys brought this voice into all of your heads and mine as well, and she's looking at Turk in Texas, came to me again, and Cheshire offered to bring Wolf back if I said yes without asking any more questions. And I hesitated too long on figuring out if that was a good choice for me and for you. And then I saw a door knocking in my head, and I guess I opened it, and then there's a kitten, and it likes you, and it's got a name tag that says Little Chesh. So
About this time, Wolf would probably be pulling his hand away.
that's fine.
I saw a door too.
Really?
Yep. Anybody else see a door?
Thank you, Chaotic Calling.
Hey, they gotta go. Thank you, Dice Barbarian. Okay, so a couple things happen all at once. While this conversation is going, Benny, Pops, and Shell are transported from their position outside, around the campfire, and teleported to inside the bar, looking very confused as to what exactly is happening. Okay? When that happens, William, Kiara, Cass, Benny, Turk, Texas, I need every single one of you to give me a wisdom saving throw with an obscenely high DC, please. So, roll high. Starting with you, William.
10.
No. Kiara. Oh, you're on mute.
Charmed effect?
This is a charmed effect.
Okay, so I just have to
No,
take it.
not a charmed effect.
No, okay.
I don't know. Is Zone of Truth a charmed effect? Would you consider it a charmed effect?
No, it's not.
No. So no.
That's fine.
But anybody that's in it will know that they're in it.
Everybody in it will know that they're in it.
Yeah.
27.
27, Kiara. You're going to pass. Cass.
21.
21. Failure. Benny.
23.
23. Failure. Turk.
Oof.
12.
Failure. Texas.
20.
20. Failure. Little Chesh is going to burp and sneeze at the same time. Little Chesh is going to just go and send a little snot bubble of goat's milk into the air. And when that happens, that is when the teleportation is going to happen. As Benny, you find yourself immediately inside of the bar, of the saloon. And your father, Shell, and I think the only person who's not under this effect is Kiara, who managed to beat the DC of a god. Because every time you say Chesh's name, if a 20 is rolled, he gets to show up and manifest in a way that's going to raise the most heck. So all of you are now under the spell Zone of Truth. You know that the spell Zone of Truth is under you. And you are in the bar, and Benny, you feel this spell. Everyone is hyper aware that the spell Zone of Truth has been asked, okay? Has been cast on the bar. So that's all I'm going to say for now, okay? Everybody's inside the bar.
Did they pop in somewhere where we would see them, or are they behind us?
They're right in front of you. Almost like there's a little span of the floor, and they just immediately manifest in the bar.
Hey, everything okay? Benny?
I ain't quite sure.
The doors to the saloon are kicked open. As you see a gentleman walk in with a long orange trench coat, an orange shirt, and green pants. Well, howdy there, partners. Just happened to be moseying on by and thought I'd lend my services a bit to y'all here partners. Howdy do. And he's going to walk in and he goes, y'all have managed to raise a royal bit of hell here at Beth's Basin. Can I be completely honest with you? Hi, it's Cheshire. Cheshire the cat. I'm a deity from way over yonder.
I have not seen him in person ever, right?
No, you haven't. You've just seen
okay.
pictures and stuff. And he goes, hey, could I ask a question of the group? Is everybody okay? Turk, are you okay? Turk?
Yeah, we're great. I mean, I'm okay. I can't speak for everybody. Oh my gosh, you're Cheshire?
I am. It's great to meet me. William, what about you? Are you fine?
Of course not.
What are you most concerned about at the moment?
This creature's bent on destroying everything.
Oh, good. Let's get it all out in the open. What about you, Cass? What's right first and foremost in your brain right now?
I kind of want to punch you, but I know I shouldn't.
This is why I love you so much. Benny, it's great to meet you as well. Hey, why do you hate your dad so much?
Out of character, I just want you to know that my girlfriend just shrieked from the other room. Benny's gonna grit his teeth for a moment, but it's just gonna blurt out. He's gonna be like, well, my entire foundation for who I am turns out to be a lie. So, that's not great.
Cool. He's going to go sit on a table. God, we got to do this right. He's going to go sit on top of a table, and he goes, Dad, is there anything that you want to say to Benny? And Dad looks really confused, and then his mouth starts moving, almost like he's trying to keep it shut, and he's like, I regret every day the decision that I made to leave, and I wish nothing more than to come back. And he goes, mother, and just like puts his hands down on his knees, and he goes, interesting. Well, I feel like we're making some good progress here, breaking through some of these emotional walls. Definitely. Little one, let me get some of that goat's milk, my dude. And he'll mage hand over the little bowl of goat's milk and just sort of hold it up and just like lick up the goat's milk a little bit from the same bowl that the little Chesh was licking up, and he goes, "Hey, so I'm gonna give you a freebie because you guys keep saying my name all over the place, and I'm just getting to travel the big yonder. That thing out there is an elemental spirit of primal energy. Now, this thing is part of a group of 4 different animals, okay? These different animals were spawned by different societies in different places, but it's filled with pain and anger. That's what this particular parlance or flavor is, okay? That's what that bad boy out there is. Now, you can use this particular thing to spawn all sorts of different stuff. It'll fuel spells, restore spell slots, but it's also got a lot of anger and pain in there. Now, Kiara, you beat my spell, you clever little girl, and I kind of hate you for it, but let's work things out logically. You found the rock, right?
Yes.
Did you find the keyhole?
I might have broke it.
What does the keyhole imply, Kiara? Come with me.
That there is a key.
There it is, little one. And one of those big bad wolves is holding on to that key, which means there's probably more of them. So, you have a wolf who's holding a sword that would have fit that lock. Unfortunately, whoops-a-doodle, you broke the jail before he could use the key. But I'm sure that key could come in handy for several other things, but I don't want to spoil too much about it. So, all right. Well, Benny, your father loves you. You kind of hate him, but that needed to be said. Cass, you're feeling uncomfortable. We need to have a conversation later. Wolf, you've got a brand new kitty. William's a little concerned about creatures, which is fair. And Texas is fangirling so hard, I can feel it from here. Hey, girl, hey.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you or anything. It's just you're kind of famous, and I just, you sure you want to hang around a little more? I got so many questions.
You know what we're going to call you? We're calling you first runner-up. Cass, you remember that. If things don't work out here, I'm going this way. And he's like, all right, well, take this. And he's going to take off 2 holy symbols from around his neck. He's going to put one next to Cass, and he's going to put one next to Texas. He's like...
Texas picks it up and puts it on.
And he goes...
Cass is going to side-eye it.
Yeah. He goes, now, here's the deal. This little party of your father's, Mateo, you had another member in your group, correct? And he nods his head, and he's like, and that guy fell off a cliff, right? And he nods his head, and he's like, well, his stuff is perfectly fine. And Chesh is going to reach behind him and pull out a jacket, drop it on the table. He's like... and Mateo rushes over to it, and Chesh is going to put a hand up and stop him and be like, I think we can distribute these to the rest of the class. You had your shot. Now, kids, inside of this little bag of goodies, you're going to find several things. You're going to find a quick-fire spell gun. It's a little bad boy that I modified. It's also in D&D Beyond. It's probably not going to mean anything to anyone here, but for everybody watching at home. And Chesh is just going to look at a random wall and just kind of put his thumbs up like this. He goes, for those watching at home, yes, you, and he looks at the wall again. He goes, quickfire spell gun can be used by a caster. Basically, you load up each of the bullets with a spell, and as a bonus action, you can fire this bad boy off. And so there's only 6 bullets, though, so use them wisely. Next thing you're going to have here is a hunter's coat. For anybody here that does a lot of damage, you get an extra chance to add some necrotic damage to it, all right? For those little ones that play with all timey-wimey stuff, you've got an abject chronometer. This thing is going to help you get the drop on your enemies. So the hunter's coat allows you to add necrotic damage to damage. Okay? Also can be found. Abject Chronometer is also in there. This is a bit of a doozy, kids. Basically, it gives you an automatic initiative of 15 unless you roll higher. And it helps you mess with time a little bit. Okay? So take a look at that. There's also, I can't believe we've never played with this before. There's 2 Blood of the Lycanthrope antidotes in case any of you get bit or scratched and you don't want to waste a spell slot. And the next one is something I invented. Shh, don't tell anyone. Do you know what a grenade is? Of course you do. This is like that, but it dispels magic. Have fun. And he's going to drop a large rock on the pile from his pocket, and it's got white stripes. It's red with white stripes on it. Look on D&D Beyond. Whoever wants this is called a dispelling stone. This is a grenade. It is a one-time use. You throw the dispelling stone, it explodes, and every spell or magic item within 30 feet of it up to level 5 is immediately, the magic is just gone. It is a one-time use, get out of jail.
Everything, like if we're holding magic on our person and it's within 15 feet of us.
Throw it and throw it far.
Okay.
This
So
is
does
a...
it work on ancient deities?
It could. Do you say that out loud?
Oh, gosh.
No, of course not. That was for you.
Chesh is going to look at the group and be like, please, 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 and I can't stress this enough, name drop me as much as you possibly can. Toodles!
Wait, before you
You're much
before you
better
go,
in person than the
Chesh.
book.
What did you say, Kiara?
You're much better in person than you are in the book.
Oh, honey, you should see me in real life. And then he's going to turn over to William. Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt. Before you go, when was the last time you were in the Feywilds?
Pretty recently. I have a summer home there. Timeshares, am I right? Oh.
Any chance that you've parlayed with the Winter Queen?
We sometimes have tea together. Insert Wonderland joke here. Why?
If you get a chance and you see her anytime soon, let her know I'm looking for her.
You seek an audience with the Winter Queen?
Oh.
Well, if you get the chance. I know you're not a messenger, but if you were happen to be at a party, it came up.
Any stipulations to this, or you just want to see her?
Listen, I'm asking you the favor, so it's up to you.
Done and done. Tell you what, pal. Pick a number 1 through 10.
Oh my god. Cass is going to
4.
side-eye William so hard during
4.
this.
Okay? I'll see you in 4. Minutes, hours, days, even I don't know. I'm that chaotic. And he's going to turn around and walk out of the bar. When he does, the Zone of Truth spell drops. Benny, your dad, Mateo, is crying. Because the truth is sometimes hard.
So we need a nickname for him.
For Cheshire?
Stop. I swear. Yes.
You know she's gonna say it again.
For that name that we're not saying again.
Because
This
you
is
don't
getting
want
ready to
Cheshire
happen.
here.
Which spell can I turn into the thing where the skin grows over the lips? How does this work?
If we have to, he could be he who must
Mr.
not be
Anderson's
named.
the name of the spell.
Why don't you want him here?
Kiara, as you say that's he who shall not be named, you'd hear a whisper on the wind. That's Voldemort, and that's Cass last season. We're over it. Bye.
Perfect. Just the response I was looking for.
Oh my god.
We don't talk about exes here.
Apparently the one thing Kiara kind of flirts with is a god. This is bad news.
No, it's
But
fine
it
for
still
him.
tracks because bedroom eyes. You made this in day 1, Kiara.
Gosh darn it.
Okay,
So why don't you want
Sorry, not sorry. I think that's what she was saying.
pretty much.
why don't you want anyone saying his name? Cass?
Because then he shows
name?
up and does stuff like that.
Like what? Helps people
Like-
learn the truth about themselves. I don't know. I think we could use some more truth sometimes, huh?
He's gonna take the bottle back from Turk.
Want to talk about a certain tall, dark, and handsome?
Oh, you never finished telling us your story. What happened, Cass? Did it have to do with Cheshire?
Say it again. I've got one spell slot left.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't do that on purpose either.
Crap, I don't have another spell slot left, so you're getting away with it. And if he shows up, it's on you. No, it doesn't have to do anything with Fluff, who shall not be maimed.
Wait. Oh, he gave you a. That's right. He did give you a symbol. That's right. So I know something. So, is he like your patron now? Is that what's going on?
No.
Wait,
Sorry,
hold on,
the
hold on.
way Texas said that was like, do you like him or do you like him?
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna hand you a piece of paper. It's like, do you like Cheshire? Check yes or no.
Cass
draws
is
in a box,
adamantly
maybe.
shooting the idea down. No.
Wait,
absolutely not.
he's not your patron? So why'd he give you a necklace? I mean, I know he's not mine either, but I technically don't have one. I just adore him. And I kind of miss Wonderland. So why'd he give you a necklace then?
I've been flirting with death.
Wait,
And
Cheshire isn't
that's-
like all about death
No.
and stuff. I mean,
No.
what?
No, I'm sorry. To me, no, he's not my patron. I don't like him. He's very frustrating, and I don't really know what else to say on this. I did not pick this, but it looks like it's picking me, and
I didn't know how
drinks,
these things work. Don't you have to pick your own? Doesn't that come from
I don't
you?
know. I wasn't born into this, Texas. I don't know these things. She's gonna finish whatever's in her glass.
This is the
As
best precursor to the RP that was done today. Like in retrospect, like yeah. Hashtag Chaos Daddy. That's Cheshire's T-shirt. Every time he walks into the room.
Wait, is that in chat?
I'm making this. I'm making this.
I'm pulling up.
You
Photoshop
make it,
right
I will
now.
wear it.
I
Watch
have,
your mailbox.
I have ideas.
Okay.
Watch your mailbox, Chaos Daddy.
So everybody stays up drinking.
Who's your chaos daddy?
Everybody stays. Everybody's drinking. People relax for a little
He
bit.
was piping.
Who's settling down for a long rest that night?
Before settling down,
Mm-hmm.
Turk's gonna scoot his chair next to Cass. Was that your choice? That you were
Was
asked
what
to
my
pick
choice?
him for
The
Wolf?
choice was to, as I understand it, because it was never actually made completely clear to me. The choice I was given was either to accept him as my, I don't know how to put the words for this, my god, someone I worship, someone I believe in, and in turn gives me access to magic, I guess. And that was the only way that he would pull Wolf from death. And then he
Wolf
told
goes
me
back.
I took too long to answer and did it anyway. So
Wolf throws his drink back and pours both himself and Cass another one. And this wasn't your fault. I know that it wasn't your call. It wasn't your fault. I don't blame you.
you can if you want.
I don't.
I'll bear it, but I get it. It's crap. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's capricious. It's manipulative, and I don't like them. I don't blame you.
Can't say I disagree.
And with that, he's going to reluctantly pick up his hat and put his hat on. Scoop up the kitten, pick up the key, and head up the stairs.
Cool. Big Mike, take a look at your messages. You guys all get up. Start relaxing. Benny, you and your dad are going to head outside, and he is going to hand you over a green notebook. He's not going to say anything. But as you guys get up to go to rest for the evening, William, are you getting up?
No, going right to sleep.
William falls asleep at the table. He's talking with you guys. He's in the conversation, and then all of a sudden, William's eyes are he's just gonna slump forward, and his head's gonna hit the table.
Turk, you want a roommate or you want to be by yourself? There's only 3 rooms.
Yeah, if there's room available, you guys, I don't need to be alone. I'm okay either way.
I'll bunk with Cass. So.
Okay. Kara, Cass, Texas, you could have a room. Turk could have a room, and William could sleep here at the table.
Wait, so are you offering Texas?
I'm gonna give William a little nudge and say, "Hey, you want to go on up to bed? Or are you gonna sleep here?"
Nope. William does not wake up.
I think he had too much. I guess we just leave him here. All right.
These things on the table. The hunter's coat, is that something that could be worn over other armor?
Yes, it can. In the Discord for this group, and actually I'm going to post this in the Indigo Chameleon Discord as well. The list of items that you all were given. You can find all of these items. Some of them are homebrewed, but they should be added as long as you add them to D&D Beyond, but they are added to our list. The Quickfire Spell Gun and the Abject Chronometer are homebrewed items, but everything else you can find on regular D&D Beyond. But these are the list of items. Distribute them as the group sees fit, and distribute as follows. Some of them are attuned items. As far as the Quickfire Spell Gun is, those bullets are not reusable. Now, the benefit of having these bullets and loading them with spells is anybody can fire the gun. It takes a wizard, sorcerer, or bard to fill the gun, okay? Can't be a druid. And it basically changes an action spell into a bonus action, okay? Now, it's going to take a while to get that gun, so I need a list of the bullets as the bullets are filled, because you cannot change the spell once it's filled. But imagine being able to shoot off 2 fireballs. One is an action and one is a bonus action. Okay, the rule of spell casting is null and void with the bullets in this gun. Hell, if you want to put a Revivify in one of those bonus action spots, you can absolutely do that as well. But it's up to you. I need to know who has the bullets, what's in each bullet as a group, and who has the gun. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, everything else you guys distribute as you see fit. The Dispelling Stone, the Dispel Grenade, is one that is a one-time use. So hold on to it. Use it wisely, because that is some powerful frickin' magic. I think it's a 30-foot radius once that thing is there. Yeah.
Yeah, don't roll a 1 when you throw it, please.
Dice Barbarian cracks me up with his comment in the chat, "I'm going to shoot you to life." Like... You take 3 piercing damage, but you're brought back, so it's fine.
Do we want to decide this tonight while William's asleep, or do we want to wait till tomorrow?
Well, I'm not touching any of that stuff, so y'all have at it. I don't want anything to do with it. If it had anything to do... Nope. Have fun.
What did he say to you, Cass? Why are you so angry?
Wasn't Texas at the table when...
She was. I think she's respecting
I mean, because you're saying, well, what Texas was hearing anyway was he wants me to be his deity, but I don't want to be his deity.
Cass had a conversation with Turk regarding the wolf, like the situation with he tried to strong arm her, being like, if you commit, I'll bring back Wolf.
But he didn't bring back Wolf.
He didn't. He took it upon himself to bring back Lil Shesh.
So you got no commitment to him at this point, right?
No. But I don't like being told that a good deed won't be done unless I bend. Because a good deed should be done regardless of whether or not I bend.
Right. So you just write him
kind of just
off,
where I
and
stand.
you have no connection to him anyway. So you ain't got nothing to worry about unless you make any deals with him, right?
Yep. I don't want any gifts either. So yeah,
Okay.
all those jackets and stuff and whatever it's in that bag. Have fun.
Do y'all want me to hang on to this stuff and we can distribute it tomorrow? We can talk about it?
I think as you say that, you see Turk trying on that jacket.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't need any
Like,
of this
I don't
stuff.
wanna-
Yeah.
That image to me of you like, should I put this away? And Turk just being like, oh, yeah, no, it's a 44 long. It's a...
I mean, I don't have a problem with it if everybody's okay with Turk taking that jacket. It looks awful good on him.
Turk is half taking it off, half keeping it on.
It's Schrodinger's coat at the moment. It's both on and off depending on how you look at it.
I mean, Kiara, do you want to take any of this stuff? I mean, I'm just figuring on we need a rest, and I'm trying to get it off the table.
At this point, I really don't want to be near any magical items that can dispel magic. After what happened last time.
All right, I understand that.
So, I've already got enough emotional baggage for today. I don't need that bit. So that you can have.
Texas, take the grenade.
I'll pick up the grenade.
Jesus, take the wheel. Texas, take the grenade. Cheshire, take the wheel. Okay.
Why did I bristle when you said it? It doesn't work when you say it, but I still bristle.
Cool.
Does Kiara want this
Oh.
hunter scope?
I'm afraid that if I transform into an animal, I might rip it. So you can keep the pretty coat, and I'll take something else. It's fine.
Did Cass pick up the pendant, the Cheshire pendant?
Yep. Still on the table. Right in front of her.
No, it is not.
It disappeared?
Yours is there. Cass is not.
No, mine is on me. I
Right.
put it on immediately.
Yeah, yours is
Mine is
on
still
you.
on me.
Cass's is
Hers
not on the
disappeared?
table.
Cass is gonna look down her shirt.
Yep, there it is. Okay. William, you wake up.
Refreshed, groggy,
Refreshed. You feel good.
perfect.
Take a little cat nap.
Much better. What are we doing?
I'll see you in the RP channel. We'll figure out what that cat nap was about. Exactly 4 minutes after Chesh walked out of the room.
Yep. Perfect.
Hey, well, that was a quick little nap. You going upstairs to go to sleep?
No, I'm good.
William, go upstairs and get some sleep.
You took a short.
No.
You still need a long rest. You took a short rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, sure.
Cool.
That's what you guys are insisting.
All right. Everybody goes to settle down for a long night's rest. Everybody, go ahead and mark the long rest on your sheet.
We
Okay?
have definitely needed for
You've needed it for a
Yes.
while.
Yay!
As you sleep, the modification of the dream spell is cast upon each of you by, of all people, Benny's grandma. During this dream state, you are treated to the vision that Kiara was treated to, or at least one of them. Kiara got an inside look. You are treated to a ceremony that was done, a binding spell that bound the pain, fear, terror of a group of individuals that were being forced out of their home into this primal being of savagery. Okay? The alpha represents the calling to the earth for aid and the earth responding in kind by providing a manifestation of the concept of a wolf. Okay? I don't want to get into too metaphysical with you here because I want to leave that to your imagination. But all you can understand is that when the universe was created, okay, and these concepts of beings, like before a wolf manifested, the concept of a wolf, the primal hunter, the fangs, the claws existed before the physical manifestation. And so when I say alpha, I mean pre-materialization in the universe. This is a primal spirit of a wolf, okay? You are treated to the bringing of this creature into this world. I need a religion check from everybody while you are watching this, okay? Bonus points, if anybody here, gosh, anybody have a background based in history? Reading books, things that I don't think... William, you can take this at advantage, pal.
Turk is a college graduate.
Turk is a college graduate. Turk.
You do a lot of studying of werewolves
In oceanography, I
biology,
believe.
there, buddy?
I was a marine biologist. Correct?
Marine biology.
Turtle not conversation, conservation was his.
Turtle conservation? No, forget about the advantage. Just go ahead and give me a history check, buddy.
9.
9. Okay. 7.
20 total.
20 total. Benny.
11.
11. Kiara.
Modded 20.
Modded 20. My modded 20s. Okay. How much do we know about Valhalla?
Well,
How much do we know about...
Name Valkyr?
How much do we know about Norse mythology?
Kiara would know Norse mythology.
How much do we know about the Harbinger of the Apocalypse?
Fenrir?
Oh boy.
Fenrir was a...
Perfect answer. Oh,
Yes,
boy.
gotcha.
Okay. Got it?
Understood.
Got it. Okay. You guys all settle down for a rest. Long rest. You wake up the next morning. The barkeep has done something he's never done before. He has cooked breakfast because he is so extremely grateful for the compassion extended towards him that as you wake up in the morning and come downstairs, you see fresh eggs and bacon and all of that prepared for you. Benny, even from outside, you are attracted to the smells of cooked luncheon meat, the cooked bacon and things of that sort, should you have slept outside that evening. You are drawn in by these smells. You're wondering how he got them until Benny Yortia walks out of the back area, okay? As she is sitting at a table that has a bunch of chairs around it. And before you is this large piece of paper that looks like it's a little aged and worn, and it's on the table in front of you. She goes, come sit down, come have some food. I want to explain a few things and paint you a bit of a picture before you set out for the day.
Benny will grab some food and sit down because he would love to have some things explained to him.
I'm piling a plate high with everything and sitting down and digging in and
Home
listening.
cooked food. You've got some roasted potatoes. You've got some hardtack, some like bread and things of that sort. It's not the best food. It's not a lot of sugar and stuff like that, but it's good like farm cooked food. She goes, yeah, William.
Yeah, can I grab Kiara and pull her aside?
Yeah. Before you guys sit down, William, you could just real quick grab Kiara. Do you need them to log off the call? Is it one of those conversations?
No, I think they're fine. Nobody's gonna meta out of it. I mean,
All right, go for it.
They don't. It's just based on the dream. They don't know.
Yeah.
And I from my experience, I know that Kiara out of the group would for sure know what I'm talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
So, dream last night. That's
Yeah.
Fenrir.
Indeed. So we both had the same dream then.
Well, that means it's worse than we could have possibly imagined.
Can I ask you a serious question, William?
Absolutely.
When is it never worse than we could have possibly imagined?
Well, I don't think we've faced this level of destruction before.
Okay, fair. However, nobody
Last
learns
time
lessons.
we were up against something like a deity level entity.
I know that they are finicky gods. They all have their specific things that they do, their specific quirks.
It
Just need to learn
already
them.
told me that it wants to destroy everything.
Yes.
While you were connected to it, it was talking to me through Lina. And it revealed its plan.
The end of all things is inevitable as the beginning of all things.
Yeah, but sometimes sooner is not better than later.
I was prepared to die, William, when I broke Excalibur. I was prepared to do what I needed to do to save my friends. I understand the urgency of saving the world. I'm not afraid of the end, William. If it comes, it comes. And there's very little I can do to stop it. But I'm not going
It's
down
not
without
being
a fight.
afraid, it's about protecting the people that are here.
Then we do what we do and we protect people.
They need to know what they're up against.
Do we ever really know what we're up against? Shifty
you won't tell
deals
them, I
and lies of omission. That's all we deal with.
Hey,
what
you're the
everybody
leader at
deals
this point, so it's up to you.
Me?
You got the sword. You got the shoulders.
Well, I guess it's a good thing they're pretty wide and I would die for my friend. I'm not saying to lie to them, William. They're going to do what they're going to do regardless. They touched everything, though I've told them not to. It's inevitable.
I'll remind you this one time. And this one time only. You were what pulled me back from going after the guy that took out one of our team members. Not me. You. So if anybody knows the consequences, the hardships, the issues, you're staring at it. I'll help you. I'm supporting you. I'll do whatever you want to do. But I'm not the guy in charge.
Well, a real DM never is, are they?
God, I wish. I mean, what?
Come on, let's go get breakfast.
They'll head on over.
Cool. You guys sit at the round table. She lays out the piece of paper. She lays out the piece of paper as you guys sit down and eat breakfast, filled with eggs and random stuff like that. Yeah. I need perception checks from the group, gang.
I'm gonna establish that Ka sat down next to Turk and is playing with Lil Chesh at this point.
6.
Yeah. Okay. You don't notice anything, William?
18.
Texas, you notice it, Turk?
Not in 20. Sorry.
18. Okay. Yeah, you notice it, Kiara?
24.
Cass, you don't have to worry about this one. Cass looks a little bit lighter. Little Chesh is playing with her. And Cass, what color is your hair?
It's brown because we're in Beth's Basin and the magic changed it.
Yeah. With that brown hair, there's a little streak of orange in it.
Oh, hell.
After last night, it's almost like she went to sleep and then she woke up and she's got and it's the same streak it's the same like orange color as little Chesh. And coincidentally, the same little orange that was that guy that was here the other night.
Oh, fancy.
Kiara's just gonna sit there sipping her coffee, playing with her hair like this.
Yeah. But
with Cass's hair or with Kiara's own hair?
Her own hair.
Okay.
Cass, you have orange in your hair.
I noticed that.
oh my God, the comedian's a bear.
You thought Texas was going to be subtle?
Never. God, no. Yeah, I guess I did notice that this morning. I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't.
Well, it's very prominent.
Turkman is less with the whole eyebrow thing. And so
It's less obvious than being a sea elf or a triton.
That's something, I guess. And I guess I should probably do this too. And she'll pull out the necklace and put it on the top of her shirt instead of hiding it.
so you've chosen him.
Yep. I have.
What changed your mind? You seemed awfully upset last night.
I was.
So?
And we talked for a while.
And
basically, check it out on the Discord in the RP Lifestyle channel. And so what happened was...
It's weird. Cass turns to the same wall that Chesh was speaking to last night and was just like, check it out on the RP channel on the Discord. And then turns back to the table. It's a really weird thing for her to do, but she does it anyway.
And you can bet it's going to keep happening. Okay. So we talked. And I got kind of mad. And then he got kind of mad. And then everybody got kind of mad. And there was some tears. And then there was some more. And then I don't know what I was expecting. But I said yes because it changed. The situation changed. And I did too, a little bit. And I'm not happy about how everything went down last night. But I don't have to be.
so you said yes, but you're not happy about it.
No, I mean how things went down before I said yes.
Oh.
Like the what happened yesterday afternoon, evening. I don't like how that shook out, but I don't have to be because this is a choice I've made. So yeah, your girl's back, better than ever, right?
Yay. So we can say Cheshire now?
Yeah. Honestly, as she says that, your pendant gets a little warm. I'm going to stop rolling D20s. Your pendant just gets a little warm. Now that you are here and you are fully a conduit for it, Cheshire doesn't need to be summoned to places because Cass has to roll to do that now.
Oh, right. Oh, God, that's how that works. Oh, crap. So...
while this conversation is going on, there's a cough from the older woman sitting next to Benny. She if Benny was standing up, she would barely come up to like belly button level. Where Benny is tall and kind of wide, she's kind of short, still very strong of mind and will. You know that for a fact for those of you that were next to the Alpha the other night, and knowing that she took on a bit of that pain and damage. She was also the one that cast out the fire wall around the area, channeling the energy. And she goes, I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation, but I needed to share with you all some of what's going on here at Beth's Basin. Benny, your father, I was told you had a conversation with him the other night, and you now know where he's gone and what he's doing. Your mother doesn't know, and neither do your brothers, and I expect you to keep it that way. Do you understand? You're taller than me and bigger than me, but I can still whoop you.
I understand, but is that forever? They can never know?
It is not our place to say, Benny. But all of you here, you, I'm going to assume, are not from around here, correct?
I'm not from around here.
Very good. What you stumbled upon last night inside of Beth's Basin was a guardian stone. There are 4 of them, or there were at one time or another. Now there are 3 that contain the primal spirits of different animals. These stones are spread throughout the world at different points, and the one that was released last night was nicknamed the Alpha, is a primal spirit of the wolf, and it is known by many different things across the way. I know very little about the other stones. I just know the animals that they represent. One is a snake. The other is a bird. I'm not sure of what kind. And the other one is man, and all that man represents. There is always a stone. There is always a key to represent unlocking the stone. And our family, not our family, but me in particular, I've known about this for quite some time. The wolves on the hill. And she flips over the piece of paper to reveal a small map. The town of Beth's Basin is at the very center of it, and there's a little dotted line up. She goes, they're going to come back tonight during the full moon when their power and their connection to their wolf is strongest. Magic will not affect them as badly as it does when they are in this form. You've seen that they're strong. They're fast. There are 2 options that I see before us, because I'm not going to leave you alone anymore, Benny. You've been brought past the veil, and you now know the world that exists on top of ours, as much as I tried to guard you and your brothers from it. The 2 options I see are as thus, and I will respect the decision made forth from the group. We could, as it were, make our way towards the camp in hopes to get there before sunfall and attack the Wolven camp. They will still be able to transform, but they will not be as powerful. Another option would be to hold up here in the town, fortify our defenses, pushing them back from this spot and not allowing them access to the Alpha. It would take some teamwork. It would take setting some carefully laid out traps, fortifying our position, forming choke points around the town.
As much as that seems like a very valid option, I've learned that with this group we cannot do carefully laid traps. So taking the fight to them would probably be the best thing.
Very good. I had a feeling that you might say that.
We're just, let's say, a bit clumsy when it comes to setting traps.
We are, La. And she's going to... there's a person that's going to walk into the bar. It's the bartender. He's going to walk in from the back, and he's holding a box, and it's labeled explosives. And you know, you see some sticks of dynamite sticking out of it with little little like wicks attached to them. She goes, "No, we won't need those. Thank you so much."
Oh, we might need a few of those. Those look really interesting.
Persuasion check.
That's really useful. Oh, that's not great. Probably not. Oh, that's right. I have 17.
Freaking bards. You rolled a 4 on the dice. How dare you? He'll come over and he will put down like 3 sticks of dynamite. So you can add 3 sticks of dynamite to the group inventory. But we'll take the majority of the box back into the back room as she motions him off before he can drop off any more. And goes, "Very well. This map will take you there. To where I believe the camp is situated. You will have to strike fast, and you will have to strike with ferocity. As far as I'm concerned, I believe there are 5 or 6 of them standing after the events of last night. If you are scratched or bitten, I probably have enough magic within me to cure one of you. And I'm going to reserve that for my grandson. So I'm afraid I cannot help you much beyond this point."
Dynamite was already on D&D.
It's already in D&D Beyond.
Oh
yes,
my
I'm aware.
Because of course it was.
Whatever questions that you have, I would be happy to answer of them with what limited knowledge I have passed down to me. But now would be the time to do so, knowing that as long as you tally here, it will be time deducted from however fast you need to get to the top of the hill.
How long does it take to get up there?
A few hours. Faster if you're on horseback.
I have a horse.
Good. That's half the job right there. Benny, you have one as well that you can ride. But everyone else, you would have to find other accommodations.
Several people could probably ride my horse. If I can talk him into letting anyone ride him, that's debatable.
She looks at you rather confused for a second, but nods her head.
As a reminder, we can just use his ethereal ability and take us all there and just stand beside him.
I would be very careful using that. I believe that one or more than one of the individuals up on that hill are magic users. There's one in particular that's very powerful indeed. He possesses a sword on his person that grants him abilities beyond the normal. So you are welcome to do that, but just be very careful. Any other questions for me?
Can these guys be killed with normal weapons?
No. Magic can affect them. And looks over at Benny and she goes, silvered weapons, which I believe you now possess, Benny. And she kind of like, she'll pick up her walking stick and tap the little like charm bracelet, and say, but normal weapons will hurt them, but not nearly as much.
Cass is really confused, and it's all over her face right now. That's all.
She will take note of your confusion face.
Benny's just grimacing because he doesn't like the idea of killing anybody. Even if they deserve it.
Do you express that, Benny?
Yeah, I think you make a face. And there ain't no way to just make them stop, take away their powers and whatnot. I don't know how this all works.
God, we just had a bloodbender.
She looks over at you, Benny, and says, Oh, Benny. Okay. Is that truly what you wish, Benny?
I mean, I don't want to kill anybody no matter what. It just ain't right.
The curse of lycanthropy, or werewolfism, cannot be ended without some very powerful magics. But I do know of a way to forcefully take it from an individual. You all know of the ways to end it, but there are too many up there for you to be able to channel the magics I believe necessary to be able to do it. However, Benny, she's going to walk over to you, Benny, and she'll... all right, let's play this out. She will bring your head forward like she normally does. And she'll kiss you on the top of the forehead. It's a move she's been doing since you were a little kid. And she goes, you can take it, Benny. It won't end it, but you can take it.
From all of them?
You won't be able to get rid of it. No amount of magic will be able to do that, but you will end the curse on these men. And over time, I will be able to teach you how to hold on to your humanity, if it is what you truly wish. But Benny, these are evil men who have done evil things. Even I am not sure of whether they deserve mercy in this situation. But the decision is not mine. That decision is for the young. So, for the first time in a long time, Benjamin, I'm giving you a choice here. A choice to be made by you and no one else. If the being is unconscious, you can lay your hands upon them as you are wont to do to cure wounds, but you will take the curse from them. Do you understand me, Benjamin?
I understand.
Benny, they don't
I'm just gonna-
they don't deserve it.
I don't believe it's about evil or good. I just think it's doing what's right.
She's going to have a couple of tears fall, and she'll nod her head. And she looks at the group and says, any other questions before you set forth?
You said there were a lot of them up there. What do you mean by a lot?
5 or 6. One adept magic user. I'd say even odds if they weren't so powerful. But you have my grandson. You have adept magical abilities. You have what appears to be a giant cat person on your side.
Yeah, he is.
So...
I think we're wasting daylight.
This isn't revenge, Turk.
I know. But it needs to be done. And the longer we wait, the greater risk we have.
I need you to remember that this is not revenge when we get up there.
What do you think we're going to do to them when we get up there?
I mean, we could cure at least 4 of them. Cause we got a couple of them. What are they? The antidotes. We got the antidotes from Cheshire. I can cure a couple of them myself with my magic, and then.
Lycanthropy is going to cure them of their evil.
Well, no, but we can cure them of their.
No, but it's easier for us to cure them of their evil once they're human again, right?
Sure.
Oh man, I love the way she said that.
Sorry, that was me, not Cass. No, that was definitely Cass.
Can I say, hot damn, I love moral choices in D&D. Hot diggity darn. I love me some moral choices. Some gray paths for you all.
You understand why I have to say this to you, right?
Kiara, the job needs to be done.
The job needs to be done, but your emotions cannot control that job.
I think I've got control of my emotions right now.
As he says that, there is a tiny from his shoulder.
You probably shouldn't bring the kitten with us.
I don't know.
Do it.
The
Right,
kitten.
right.
Do we know that that kitten is indestructible?
I think you said, yeah.
The players do.
Right, I know.
You all know. The characters do not know the kitten is
Okay.
indestructible.
Always leave it with Grandma.
You want me to leave it here behind?
Well, I mean, I don't want to bring up the terrible events of yesterday again, but possibly you don't want anything to happen to the kitten today.
Cheshire gave it to him for a reason.
Okay. I'm just saying. It's tiny.
He's a big boy. He can make his own calls.
No one can make that decision but him.
I'll die before the kitten dies. Does that help Texas?
Okay. I'd prefer neither to happen. I mean, if you ask me.
I'm inclined to agree.
Oh my gosh, he's just the cutest thing.
So are we killing some werewolves or are we chatting about it?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Benny will stack all the plates in the center of the table and all the cups so it's easier for them to clean up. That's an important
What are you doing?
detail.
Get out! I've got this. Thank you, Benjamin.
Benny, Mark.
Benjamin's bussing the table. Let's ride, heroes. Quick second. Does anyone have a dustpan? I just want to sweep this up before.
25% tip.
25.
I
Yeah.
may need Benny's holy symbol later. Just
We all need Benny's holy symbol. I'm gonna get Benny's holy symbol tattooed on my arm. All right, regulators, mount up. You guys head outside. Benny, what's your horse's name?
My horse's name is Honey. I'm so excited.
Benny, give me a charisma check at advantage, please. Let's establish the relationship of this horse.
Hey, okay. Okay, that is a 17.
17. Yeah, you know what? You've got a really good relationship with Honey. You raised Honey, from a little pony all the way up. And Honey just kept getting bigger, just like you started getting bigger, Benny. So you've got your horse, Honey. How the rest of everybody getting up the mountain?
You want me to try to bring another horse into the mix?
God, no.
I had intended to use her horse.
My horse?
The nightmare?
We're not. I thought that was a
Sounds
great
good
idea.
to me. All right, I get out the figurine and summon a nightmare.
Texas
Oh my word.
throws the figurine down upon the ground, and as it does, Benny, you see a horse. Kinda.
Cool.
It's got flames for its mane, hooves that are also made of flame, and eyes that are also made of fire. But for the most part, it's this beautiful black horse that's just kind of wreathed in flame.
Betty just says, and he's like, so all this is just like normal for you guys then.
No.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did we establish?
About this 2 months ago, maybe.
Daddy Warbucks, thank you for the raid. Party of 10. We just we're about to mount up and fight some werewolves, depending on what happens.
Did we establish I can talk to him without my casting tongues, or do I need to cast tongues every time?
You need to look at your figurine and see if it establishes you the ability to be able to speak with that nightmare.
It says he's friendly to me. It says. Oh, I just had it up, and now it's gone. Hang on a minute. Sorry. It's friendly to me and my companions. It understands my language and obeys my spoken commands.
Okay. Yeah. Who's riding with Texas?
You do realize that I can just summon us horses, right? Like, That's my whole shtick.
Do they look
Yeah,
like?
but did they?
Do they look like him? He's pretty amazing. I bet he could
and
be
can they
really
move
intimidating.
ethereally?
No, my horses are not wreathed in flame, but they're a little less inconspicuous.
I bet he could be really
less
intimidating to a group of werewolves.
Apparently, so can I when they're in human skin.
Dice Barbarian says the horse is hot.
Dice barbarian.
Keep encouraging us, Dice Barbarian. Keep encouraging us.
I can also fit somebody on Honey, probably one other person.
Who volunteers to ride with Benny on Honey? Really? I thought Cass was going to jump on that with a quickness.
No, absolutely. Sorry, I didn't actually think about, hey, long rest, pick spells. Didn't think about that. Doing that now. I'm going to jump on Honey.
Got it. Cass jumps on Honey. Cass jumps behind Honey and jumps on Honey.
Wait, what? Oh, actually, before that, I wanted to tell Turk something.
Sure.
Okay. Cass going to walk up and kind of quietly to Turk, just say, however it feels afterwards, that's up to you to decide. Just keep a clear head. That's all I think she was trying to say. And if it sits differently when it's done, that's for you to pick.
Turk's gonna tip his hat to her, not really say anything back.
And then Cass is gonna jump on Honey.
So, tell me about this whole nightmare writing experience. Is there a saddle? Is there?
All right, so
Probably not.
Kiara.
Saddle's a nightmare.
William and Texas are on Nightmare. Turk and Kiara, you're odd people out, I think, because Cass and Benny are. Cass is riding on Honey. How would you like to do this, Kiara? You summon in some horses.
I'm looking at my summon animals right now to determine the best thing to use in this situation because I've got lots of choices.
You do have lots of choices.
I thought horses is what you do.
Or you can turn into like a dinosaur again. That was pretty cool.
I can make someone fly.
Let's be a little bit more conspicuous, please. A flaming horse, a majestic honey-colored horse, and a dinosaur ride up the hill to kill werewolves. This is the most bonkers D&D game.
I was thinking about being a little bit extra and summoning a giant elk, but hey, no, I'm going to summon a couple of war horses.
Couple of war horses. Okay, everybody mounts up. I'm gonna say this: Texas and Benny don't have to do this because Benny's been riding with Honey for a while, and Nightmare's gonna respond to Texas's summons. Now, Texas, you did have a papoose made. So that you could ride at the front of Nightmare if you want to.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I'll ride in the papoose at the front of Nightmare, and that way two other people can ride.
The baby Bjorn.
Yep.
Okay.
Like
yes,
mermaid
and
on the front of a boat.
Got it. Got it. So,
I forgot about that.
now, Kiara and Turk, I need animal handling from you two. Unless, Kiara, there's something about these animals that responds to your commands, so you'd have a little bit more control over them.
See, summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions.
Great. Then don't worry about this. I'm going to say that this bypasses that. Okay? And you guys start the ride up the hill, okay? All of you take off, and it is like the weirdest Western poster you've ever seen in your entire life. As you all mount up the three regular horses and the one fire one, as you ride through the town, people come out of their houses and just look on in awestruck horror as Texas waves to them from the Nightmare baby Bjorn. riding at the front of it, and giving small waves to them as you begin the climb like a queen. As you, all the people will wave at me, and I will shout at them as you begin your trek up the mountain.
I've got the stats for a nightmare pulled up.
You do have the stats for a nightmare. As you begin to ride up the hill, it is a pretty long trek, and if it wasn't because of the dire circumstances that you're currently involved in, it would be great, because you realize for the first time in a while that this is the first time where you've had a bit of quiet. You've had time to just sort of enjoy the majesty that is this big country air. The weather is warm, and you start to feel it after a while, and you guys aren't accommodated to horse riding, so I imagine that that's a bit harrowing as well. There is a little bit of fire left behind as if the DeLorean was running through. Thank you, Kiara. That makes me very happy indeed. Hey, somebody sometime. As you begin to ride up the hill, finding your way closer and closer to the encampment of werewolves. 1.21 horsepower. Dang it, that's where we're gonna on that particular joke, that is where we are going to end tonight's episode as we make our way up to the werewolf camp. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week will be the very last episode in the what did I call this?
Wildwest Werewolves.
Well, it should be called
Moon Rising arc.
Bad Moon Rising. That's right. Because I just love those songs. Thank you, Kiara. I love you, Ricky B. So Indigo Connect. We're actually going to go raid another channel right now, show a little bit of the TTRPG love to Nerd League Gaming. We'll see you all tomorrow for an epic level 21 shot. Indigo Connect. And hey, thanks for getting lost.